Man, I'm a pastor. Well, that word man, M-A-N, can teach us a lot about pastoring, being a pastor. M-A-N. I'm going to talk about three things today. M for mentoring, A for accountability, and N for networking. I'm Pastor Byron Peart. I pastor Emmanuel Temple of Prayer Church of God in West Hartford, Connecticut. My wife, the Reverend Georgia Young Peart, and I have served this congregation for the last 15 years. Before that, we served as pastors in Chicopee, Massachusetts. I wish someone had told me some key things about pastoring when I was much younger, and I hope to share some of my insight with you today. So in the acronym MAN, M stands for mentoring. Everyone needs a mentor. Moses needed Aaron. Joshua needed Moses. Elisha needed Elijah. In ministry, there is no Lone Ranger. So we need people that we trust who can pour into our lives. I stand on the shoulder of great men and women, the shoulders of great men and women who have mentored me over the years. My first pastor in the New Testament Church of God in Jamaica, West Indies, the late Pastor Arthur Cockett. What a man he was. The late, great Dr. Peter C. Barrett, who founded the Blue Hills Church of God in Hartford, Connecticut, now known as Rehoboth Church of God in Bloomfield, Connecticut. Dr. L. Martin Wright, the first person of color to serve as an overseer in southern New England, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. The first person to serve over a multicultural region. And the list goes on and on. So we need mentors. The Bible says that in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So we need mentors. So now we come to the letter A in the acronym MAN, M-A-N. A is for accountability. The Bible says in Galatians chapter 6, verses 1 through 3, in the New International Version of the Bible, brothers and sisters, if someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. But watch yourselves, or you also may be tempted. Carry each other's burdens, and in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. If anyone thinks they're something when they are not, they deceive themselves. Accountability. Each one of us, each pastor, each minister, needs to have a person or persons to whom they are accountable. I believe that's why in the Church of God we have a reporting system. We have a district overseer, administrative bishop reports to the generals, and so on. But outside of that, we need to establish wholesome relationships. If you are a single person in ministry, well, it's still good to find a ministry couple that you can work with. And especially so if you are a ministry couple, find a ministry couple or couples whom you respect and trust and are willing to share personal information with so they can hold you accountable. For example, if you have a vice, that person who holds you accountable could also be your mentor, can ask the tough questions. Have you been a good boy? Have you been a good girl? And a good follow-up question is, did you just lie to me? So accountability. We need to be accountable in ministry. So we come to the final letter in the acronym MAN, MAN. N is for networking. Our general overseer, Dr. Tim Hill, overseer of the Church of God at headquartered Cleveland, Tennessee, has quoted his friend James Davis, who says, if you are not networking, you are not working. The Bible says that iron sharpens iron. And so we need to be attached with others. As a pastor, it is important for you to forge relationships with other pastors, not necessarily of your denomination. It is important for you to also network with pastors of other faiths, not just the Christian faith. And so networking is important. That's one way you can share ideas. That's one way you can also hold yourself accountable and not operate in a silo. So networking is important. In conclusion, we discussed three very important things today: mentoring, accountability, and networking. These are three things that I believe are important for us to be successful as pastors. The Bible says that in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So I encourage you to seek out a mentor or mentors if you don't already have one. Be accountable and remember to network. God bless you.